complete rebuild. And that was necessary because in 1978, David became the first man to fly a Tiger Moth from England to Australia. He did so to mark the 50th anniversary of a pioneering solo flight between those two locations made by Bert Hinkler in 1928. David says, "I used his route where I could." And this Tiger Moth was one of the last aeroplanes to make the trip from England to Australia using just maps. David told me he had to obviously fold them up, which made them rather easy to lose over the side of the aeroplane en route, which was a particular worry to him as he only had one of each map. He's an ex-Royal Air Force fighter pilot. He trained as a pilot of the English Electric Lightning. He was an instructor on the Folland Gnat and the Hawker Hunter. Later he flew the McDonnell Douglas Phantom air defence fighter with the Royal Air Force, including a tour of the Falkland Islands, leaving the service in 1989 after 22 years to become an airline pilot, firstly up in the Highlands and Islands with Logan Air, later with British Airways City Flyer on the Avro RJ. David retired from the airlines 5 years ago, but still enjoys flying his Tiger Moth. For a new ab initio trainer, and the de Havilland company created what was in many ways a developed version of the earlier DH-60 Moth family as a result. The aircraft powered by a 130 horsepower Gypsy Major engine built like the aircraft by de Havilland. 500 Tiger Moths, which the first prototype flew of in 1931, were in service with the RAF by the outbreak of war. They then impressed into service many more Tigers that had been on the strength of civilian organisations. Over 7,000 of these aircraft were built in the UK, more than 4,000 of those during wartime for the RAF, and of those, including this one, over 2,000 came off the Morris Motors line in Cowley in Oxford. Excellent demonstration here of the Tiger Moth's manoeuvrability. It's not that often nowadays that one sees a Tiger Moth aerobatic display, and David is one of the few remaining exponents of that art. It proved an excellent trainer. It was a robust aircraft, quite easy to fly, but it required a positive touch on the controls, and it could bite the unwary. And a bit of a gentle wind rock there to finish by David's sister with the de Havilland DH-82A Tiger Moth.